Hi friends, my name's Nahomy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming the intro for my Summerween reading vlog. If you don't know what Summerween is, I'm extremely surprised because it is one of the biggest readathons currently on BookTube. But basically Summerween is being hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte, and this is being held from July 7th through the 13th. So currently today is July 6th. I am filming this one day ahead of time because I want to talk about my TBR and all the things. But yeah, basically it's a Halloween themed readathon with a lot of mystery, thriller, horror type of books. And we're just reading them in the summertime. It's a really fun time. So this does have a couple of prompts and I'll talk about those, and then I'll talk about my 10 book TBR for a 7-day readathon because I am crazy. I'm also eating a bagel because I can. So before getting into my TBR, I do want to talk about the prompts. So I'll talk about them quickly because all of these prompts are already covered except for one with my 10 book TBR, of course. So the first prompt is to read a thriller, which I have many in this TBR. The second one is to read a book set in the fall, which I'm assuming at least one of these will. And then the third prompt is to read a book with orange or black on the cover. A whole bunch of these books have at least black on the cover. And last but not least is to read a manga, graphic novel, novella that is horror, mystery themed. I don't have one for that, but I don't know, maybe I'll find one later. But I don't think I need to be adding any more books to my 10 book TBR. So yeah, just really quickly, I'm gonna go through my TBR. I won't talk too much about each description of each book. I'll do that once I pick out the books that I'm actually reading in current time. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, I would love to read The Return by Rachel Harrison. I also have a recommendation from Rachel Harrison. This is a book she read recently, and that is Maeve Fly. I don't know the author, but it's here on the screen. The next book that I have is The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. I have Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. One by One by Ruth Ware. I have You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kalyn. Oh, I forget the last name, but again, the the author name's here. And then I have, of course, the only one left by Riley Sager. You Love Me by Caroline Kepnes. And then I have two arcs. The first one is This Wretched Valley, and this is an e-arc. And then I also have a physical arc, which is There's No Way I Die First. Obviously, physical arc by Lisa Springer. So currently I am reading no books except for this one. I am 10 pages in. That is literally it. This is the only book that I'm currently reading. I will keep you updated, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get started with The Return by Rachel Harrison because I've been dying to read that one. So these are most likely my first two reads for the readathon. There's No Way I Die First and The Return by Rachel Harrison. And yeah, basically I'll keep you updated. This is just a little intro. Want to talk about my TBR and all of the things, but I'll keep you updated. I have a really busy week, so hopefully this is entertaining. Good morning, happy day one of Summerween. So I wanted to get on here and pretty much update what I've done so far during the day, what I have been reading. I'm currently reading 2 books. But yeah, it is about midday, so I'm currently about to make lunch. I am working from home and I just showered. As you can see, my hair is wet. So let me talk to you about what I'm reading. So I picked up today The Return by Rachel Harrison. I started reading this morning and I am about 70 pages in. This is Rachel Harrison's debut novel, so I'm definitely noticing the change in her writing because this is her first one. So obviously over time I feel like it has gotten better, so I can definitely see the difference. Not that it's bad, because it's not. The main character is still awesome. It has 3 other female main characters that I'm really liking because they're all very different and unique characters. I did read Rachel Harrison's short story collection called Bad Dolls, and in that one there's a bachelorette party short story, and this book is reminding me of that a little bit. So I am really liking it because that was my favorite short story from that collection. But basically, The Return, it follows our main character, Elise. And Elise has a group of like 3 best friends, so I think all of them, it's 4 of them. And one of the girls, her name's Julie, she goes missing for 2 years, and then out of nowhere, she is found. She literally just shows up on the porch of her house, and she's like, I'm here, and she doesn't remember what happened to her for the past 2 years. So basically, Julie, Elise, and the other 2 friends, they go on a little weekend getaway, and they're trying to see how they can help their best friend Julie, because obviously she was missing for 2 years, she can't remember, and she's acting very different so far. I'm really liking it. Like I said, all of the characters are flawed, they're very unique, and I can really differentiate all of them very well. I have no idea where this is going though. I can't really tell like what direction this book is gonna go in. Like I said, I am really liking it. And speaking of Rachel Harrison, I attended an author event that she did on Zoom for the New Jersey library, and she recommended a couple of books. One of them was an ARC, and it was on my TBR. I talked about it. It's called This Wretched Valley. So I got that ARC and I started reading this one. I couldn't sleep last night, by the way. If you can tell, my dark circles are like worse than usual, but I was up till like 4 in the morning. So last night I started This Wretched Valley. I only read about like a chapter or 2, but Rachel Harrison recommended it. It's an ARC. I think it comes out in September, and this one is about a group of people that are doing research. I think it's 3 or 4 of them that go on like this hiking trip, and basically some bodies are found, someone's missing, but it's a really odd situation. Like basically the book opens up with like police investigators and like science people not really being able to tell how the remains are the way they are because of the time frame and all these things. So I don't know how the story's gonna go. I don't know if it'll be like in the perspective of like the investigators, or if we'll actually see like the thought process, or like we'll be able to see the story as it happens from the hikers. But I am liking it. It's pretty gruesome. Like it's pretty gory. I feel like Rachel Harrison's a little bit more tamed. This one's a little bit more gory, but I am really liking it. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to go make lunch. I took a shower and I pretty much just have work today. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can during the day, and then tonight I'm going to a Taylor Swift trivia night. So today is July 7th, and today Speak Now, Taylor's version, came out, so that's what I've been listening to as well during the day. And yeah, I'm going to trivia night tonight to like a winery spot, so I'll try to bring you along. But that's basically it for Summerween day 1. Hi friends, here is my outfit for Taylor Swift trivia night. This is the only purple thing that I own, and obviously Speak Now came out today, so I had to wear some purple. But yeah, this is the fit, and I'm about to leave for Taylor Swift trivia night. Good evening friends. Getting text as I literally decided to start filming this clip. It is currently 10:20. I just got home from the Taylor Swift trivia night. It was a lot of fun. We came dead last during the first round. There were 3 rounds. We don't know who won. We knew that we were definitely not winning, so we just went for the fun time, and we had a freaking blast. I didn't get to vlog anything, but it's okay. Like I said, it's 10:20, so I'm about to take my makeup off, and then after that I'm gonna cuddle up in bed and read The Return until I fall asleep. I am thinking of taking some sort of caffeine drink so I stay up a little later tonight, because I feel sort of tired. I was yawning, so I do want to read a lot of this because I'm only 70 pages in right now, so I want to get like a lot of this read. But yeah, we'll see. I might take some caffeine drinks in a moment, but yeah, I'll let you know. Hi friends, happy day 2 of Summerween. I just zoomed in to my face. I just wanted to come on here and give an update. So I have already finished 1 book for Summerween, which is so exciting. So I had started, as I mentioned, The Return by Rachel Harrison, and I finished it this morning. I got to sleep in because today's Saturday, of course, day 2. It is July 8th. 8th, and I got to sleep in because on Saturdays I don't have much going on. So I literally woke up and like turned around, picked my book, and started reading, and I finished it this morning. So this isn't my favorite Rachel Harrison, unfortunately. So now I have read everything that Rachel Harrison has written, so I feel like I do want to make like a whole video talking about Rachel Harrison as a whole, but I feel like I should just give like a rating right now of like where all of Rachel Harrison's books stand like on a list. So let me pull up her backlist really fast. But yeah, I ended up giving this a 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't love it as much as I love her other stuff. I think mainly I loved the characters in this book, and the whole friendship dynamic, and the main character had a lot of like daddy issues, to be honest, so I really liked it. I give it a 3 out of 5, so it's definitely not my favorite Rachel Harrison, but I still really enjoyed it. Alright, so I'm gonna make a list right here next to me. So I think spot number 1 has to go to Cackle. Cackle is the first book I read by her, and I loved it so much, and it has to be my favorite by Rachel. So number 1 is Cackle. I would say number 2, it's Such Sharp Teeth, because I love that book so much. That one's the werewolf story. And then I would give number 3 to Black Sheep, which is her book coming out in September. So I've already read it. I got an ARC for it, and I really liked it. It's very culty-ish, so if you like that kind of thing. And then the next spot I would give to Bad Dolls, which is her short story collection that I really liked. And then the next one would be The Return, and at the very bottom it would be The Veil, and The Veil is like an audiobook short story. It's a very short story. It's okay, that one's also a 3 out of 5 stars. I definitely liked her short story collection Bad Dolls more than I did The Veil, but The Veil was literally just one short story. It's like an Audible exclusive, and of course I listened to it because it's Rachel Harrison. I'm all caught up with Rachel Harrison. I would like to make a video just about Rachel Harrison sometime in the future, because I think she is the author that got me into horror, to be honest. But yeah. And then my second update is that I was also reading my ARC called This Wretched Valley, and I have only read 10% because after I finished this morning, I continued reading, and I continued reading This Wretched Valley, and like I said, I'm only 10% in. I like it so far. It's good. I talked a little bit about what the book's about, and it's basically this group of friends, or it's 4 people, and they're going on like a hiking excursion. It has to do with one of the boys, so his name's Clay, and he's like he's in school for archaeology, and his dream is to like find like a spot of land or like a rock that has never been discovered before, because I guess this is like a huge thing in the hiking world. So yes, Clay wants to find like an undiscovered piece of like rock that has never been climbed before, but as I'm reading it, I mean, it's only been 10% in, but he seems like he's kind of lazy-ish. Like, he wants to find it so therefore he can get a job where he gets like flown all across the world, and like people pay for his travel and all these things, and he's kind of jealous because he has a friend that is like a hiking influencer, and he's talking about like how that person got a brand deal and all these things. But basically he doesn't want to do like the hiking, so like he's looking for someone to do the hiking on this excursion so he doesn't have to do it. So it's pretty funny so far. But yeah, I think he's like an archaeology major, and I guess it's his dissertation, and he's basically doing this in order, once he graduates, he gets a really good job after. And like, so far what he's talked about is like his dream job would be to be flown all around the world and all this stuff to look at land and find undiscovered pieces of rock. I don't know much about climbing and hiking and all that, but that's the gist so far. And then last but not least, I always need an audiobook while I'm at the gym. So I went to the gym this morning and I skipped my day yesterday because I was feeling really tired. So I wanted to start The Only One Left, but I didn't have the audiobook on Libby yet. And then the moment that I put down my ARC and I just wanted to start this one, so I started reading a chapter, I got that notification that I got the audiobook, and that motivated me this morning to go to the gym. And like I said, I was at the gym for 2 hours, so I listen in about like 2 times speed. So basically I read like 4 hours of the book so far, which is a lot. And I am currently on page 130, and I started this morning. And the only reason why I'm on page 130 is because, one, it's Riley Sager, and this is so good so far. It's like so intriguing. Like, I just want to know more and more and more. And also I got the audiobook, so it's pretty easy to listen to. And yeah, the narrator is great, and the storyline is just really interesting so far. So of course I haven't talked about this book yet, so I can tell you what this one's about. So this is Riley Sager's latest and greatest book, and it is sort of gothic. So this is inspired by Lizzie Borden. So if you've ever heard of Lizzie Borden Took an Axe, I think there's like a song that people talk about her. I'm pretty sure it was like a real life event that happened in like the 1800s of this young girl called Lizzie Borden that murdered her family with an axe. So that is what this book is inspired by, and this is set in Maine. So of course I love New England, so this is so, like, the setting and everything is wonderful. And we're basically following Kit, who is a caregiver, and she has a whole bunch of shit going on as well, of course. There is some mysterious things happening with Kit, and she's given this job that she has to take care of this old lady, and her name's Lenora. And basically Lenora has been, her whole life since she was 17 years old, been accused of murdering her sister and her parents. So she to this day says that she didn't do it. And then Kit comes over to this mansion, and she's taking care of this old lady, and she's also not nonverbal. What is, she can't speak, she can't really move or anything, so all she has is like a typewriter, and I guess that's the way that she communicates. And she decides that she wants to tell the story of what happened, so she's starting to write like a book of what happened, and Kit is slowly reading it and finding things out as she goes along. I am loving this one. I've heard that it has a lot of different twists, and I'm so excited, but I'm really liking it so far. So yes, that is my reading so far. I literally just posted a poll on my Instagram because I know that I'm gonna read the Riley Sager book so fast. So that is the update so far. I'm sorry that all the updates have been just in my room on this chair, but right now I am currently packing a bag, and I will be going for ice cream later with my best friend Jess, so I'll try to vlog a little bit more, something different than just this.
I'm fine, but not really, okay?
Wow, I really thought they weren't gonna have anything. They have records?
I do.
Oh, I think she works here. She uses that stuff. Okay, cool. I got it. You're still recording? You're silly. Bookshop in Lakewood. I got one book today. It's called The Lost Summers of Newport by 3 different authors. Hey friends, happy day 3 of Summerween. It is the end of the day of day 3. It is currently 10 p.m. and I am in bed. As you can see, I have a pimple on my face, so that's why I'm wearing a little patch. And I'm about to edit this vlog. I usually edit my vlogs as I go along, so I just wanted to make one last little clip for day 3 and just give you an update on my reading. And yeah, you must have seen some clips about my day. I didn't do a lot of talking clips, so pretty much went to a coffee shop, went to some bookstores today. I went out for ice cream later in the day, and I've just been reading throughout the day. So my progress so far is I am currently on page 264 of The Only One Left. Really enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. It's very gothic. It has a lot of like twists and turns. I really like the main character, and mainly because she has a lot of stuff going on herself that is similar to the lady that she's taking care of, the lady that people assume she killed her whole family. And there is a dual timeline of the old lady, her name's Lenora, and her childhood, and then also present time when she's an older lady. So it's a lot of fun. I can't say much without like spoiling this, but it's really good so far. So let me see how much I have. Like this much left. I will be continuing to read tonight. We'll see how far I get into this. And then I'm also reading this Wretched Valley on Kindle, as you can see on here, and I'm currently 20% in. I've been only picking this up as I'm like going to sleep. Like literally as I decide I'm going to bed, I like will open it on my Kindle on my phone, and reading just makes me go to sleep faster. So that's why I'm taking so long reading this one. Like I don't read this during the day. Like I literally earlier was like, I want to take a nap, so I opened this ebook. But this is really good. I am enjoying it a lot. I talked about what the premise is, and basically I think I said it was 4 friends, but now that I'm learning more about the characters, they're not really. They're all like acquaintances. So basically the main guy is Clay, and he's like an archaeologist major, and he wants to go to this place, they're in Kentucky, and he wants to discover some sort of new rock in order to like get all of these deals and like just, you know, become important, I guess. And then he has an acquaintance, I forgot her name, I think it's Sylvia, and she does like research on plants and stuff like that. And then Clay invited like an influencer who he's kind of friends with, and her name is I am blanking on her name. I think her name is Dylan, because I get confused because it's kind of like a boy name-ish, not really, but Dylan, and then Dylan's boyfriend's with them, and then there's also a dog involved, and it's creepy, it is weird. I don't know how to explain it, but basically there's just like weird stuff happening. Like people have already warned them that people go missing in the woods, and it's not really hiking, it's more climbing. So I'm learning a lot about like the climbing industry. So basically the influencer is kind of talking about how if they discover this new rock, she can create like a path, and that's like a really big deal that I didn't know it was a big deal in like the rock climbing world. So that's why she's there. So they all have a motive to being there. They all have their own motive, so they're all not like great people, which makes it more interesting. But yeah, it's a lot of fun so far. But that is it. It is 10 p.m. Like I said, I'm gonna edit on my laptop, probably read until I fall asleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi friends, happy day 4 of Summerween. I am currently working from home. I am on my desk, and this pimple is still going strong, so I'm wearing a little pimple patch. But I just wanted to come on here and update that I just finished The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and oh my god, this has to be my favorite Riley Sager now to date. This is his latest and greatest book. I swear, this was so good. Before this one, my favorite used to be Home Before Dark, but now it has to be this one. This was so good. It was like twist after twist after twist. I didn't see anything coming. I truly loved it. I can't say much else without like spoiling this, so just go read it. But yeah, I loved it. It's a 5 out of 5. I'm also still reading this Wretched Valley. I may be like 25% into that right now. Still really liking it. Haven't gotten too much progress into that one. But yeah, like I said, I am working from home, and I was actually invited on a podcast, so I will be recording that tonight at like 5:30 to like 7:30 ish. So that's what I'll be doing later today. And the podcast is called Those Forking Fangirls. I'll probably leave the link below. It should be live by the time that this comes out, so go listen to it or watch it because they also have a YouTube channel. The episode that we're recording is we are fan casting A Court of Thorns and Roses. So our perfect fan cast for the TV show is what we're doing on the episode. So if you want to go give it a listen, please do. Alrighty, I will update you later and let you know what I'll pick up next. Hi friends, happy day 5 of Summerween. So I don't remember if I ever updated that I started the last house on Needless Street. I can't remember if I started this. I'm sure that I started this yesterday because I vlogged yesterday. So yeah, I probably started this like later in the day and I just never vlogged like later in the day. I only vlogged in the morning. So yeah, I started this and this is definitely a trip. Like, I read Looking Glass Sound by Catriona and it was a trip and it was confusing, but I was still following. This one, not as much. Everyone keeps saying that it's confusing and that I will get it towards the end. Some people said halfway through. I think I'm about 40% in. And I kind of get what's happening, but I'm still pretty confused. So this novel is 3 points of view. It's a man and a cat and a younger girl. I feel it's so hard to explain without giving anything away because there's this like big twist that people talk about. And I have like already guessed something from like the first chapter, and I'm gonna be really mad if that's like the big twist because like I guessed it from the first chapter and everyone hyped it up so much, and I'm confused because I keep thinking it's something else is happening, but I don't know if it's like super obvious to me. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't know what's happening, but I can't say that I'm enjoying it too much. Like I'm not like really like looking forward to picking it up, but so far it's like a 2.5, maybe a 3-star. We'll see what happens. I still have like another half of the book to read, so I will let you know. And I also read a little bit more of this Wretched Valley last night. It's definitely a slow progress because I only read this as I'm going to sleep, but I am still really liking it. I don't have many more updates on that one because basically they're just hiking or climbing this rock and weird things are happening in the woods. That's basically what's happening, but I am really enjoying the characters and just the story in general. I think it's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's the update, and I just logged off work, which is really exciting because my brain hurt from how much I was working today, and now I'm actually headed to go on a walk with my friends, and it is Cleveland Burger Week, so we are headed to some restaurant downtown and eating some burgers and just hanging out. So that is the rest of my evening. I will let you know if I do any more reading, and yeah. Hi friends, and happy day 6 of Summerween. So yesterday I finished The Last House on Needless Street. I finished it last night. This was crazy, and unfortunately I'm not able to say much about this book without spoiling it. The twist was not what I thought it was going to be, so I was a little bit surprised, but I wasn't completely shocked the way that I thought that I would be, how people have been talking about this book before. So I ended up giving this a 3-star on Goodreads. It's more of like a 2.75 star for me. It's just the writing style just wasn't for me in this one. I did really love Looking Glass Sound by Catriona, which is why I gave this one a try. But yeah, I don't know why this one didn't click with me as much as Looking Glass Sound did. So I like that one a lot better. So I would recommend that one over this one a million times. I don't know, I may try a couple other Catriona awards because this one was not for me. And then I know people like this one a lot, and then other ones, I forget what they're called, Sundial, a lot of people don't really like, so I wonder if I would like it. But I don't know, I'd have to see. But yeah, I finished this, and then at work I realized that I had not read a young adult mystery, thriller, or horror during Summerween yet, so I decided to pick up You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kalyn Bayron. I got this on audio. It's only like a 6-hour long audiobook, and I figured it's short and sweet. I have never read anything by this author. It's also young adult, so it's easier to read in my opinion. So I started this audiobook on and off while I was at work because I was doing some work that didn't require like brain power, but then I had to keep stopping it throughout the day. So I'm not too far into it. I've maybe read like 4 chapters of this, but yeah, I'm wearing my little Scream Halloween shirt because I'm about to go live in about 30 minutes. It is 7 p.m. So yeah, I'm gonna go live on my channel and I will be reading You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight on audio, and I just got into diamond painting, so I may be doing some diamond painting and also listening to the audiobook, or I may be reading on my Kindle this Wretched Valley, which I am still really enjoying. It's just like I've said a million times, I literally only pick it up as I'm going to sleep, so it's taking me forever to read it, but maybe today I can prioritize it during these sprints and maybe I'll read a lot more from that because I am really liking it. So yeah, that's the update. Tomorrow is the last day of Summerween, so hopefully maybe I'm able to finish You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, like tonight or tomorrow morning, and I would love to start at least one more book and finish one. Like, I want to finish You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight and then start another book. That is the goal for Summerween so far. But yeah, I'm about to go live, so I'll see you later. Getting the setup ready for live reading sprints. Hi friends, and happy last day of Summerween. So of course it is the last day of Summerween. I'm so excited for today. I just started my setup for work, so I'll show you in a few minutes, but I have my little walking pad out and I'm gonna be raising my my standing desk. I just made some protein coffee, so I'm about to do like a 30-minute or 40-minute walk on my walking pad, and I have about half an hour of my audiobook left. So I'm currently listening to You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, and I read this also last night during live reading sprints, and like I just said, I only have like 30 minutes left of it. I was really enjoying it at the beginning. At the beginning it was like a 4-star. I was really enjoying myself because I loved all of like the horror fan references and stuff like that, but towards the middle it started getting a little weird, and not in a good way. So it's just not very summer camp vibes. It wasn't what I was expecting. Like I said, I have half an hour left of the audiobook. I don't think anything it's gonna change drastically, so I think so far it is sitting at a 2.75 3-star. At this moment, I will probably finish it as I'm walking on my walking pad, listening to my audiobook, and logging into work. It's super early. It's about 8 in the morning. So yeah. And last night I also read some more of this Wretched Valley. It's getting really good. I'm really liking it. I think I made it to 40% of that book last night. I think I read about 10% last night of it. So yeah, really enjoying it as well. So I'm most likely going to be finishing You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight in a few minutes. So after that, I do want to start another book. I know that I won't finish another book today, but I do want to start another book, and I'm thinking I Miss My Queen, Ruth Ware, so I might start One by One by Ruth Ware. I'll let you know if I do or not, but yeah, those are the plans for today, and I'll catch up with you later. I am working from home, so I should be able to update most of the day. Wow, my desk looks so messy from this angle, but anyway, this is my little standing desk. It's currently racing. I don't know if you can even tell that it is, but it is. And now I will be walking and working here for about 30, hello, can you turn on? For about 30 or 40 minutes. So here we go. Hi. So, quick update. I just finished a meeting for work. I have another one in about an hour or so. I gotta check. I gotta double check that. Yes, I have another meeting in about an hour, but I just wanted to come on here and say that I finished You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kalyn Bayron. Unfortunately, this had a really great premise, but I was really excited about like the setting of the summer camp and the fact that it was like one of the characters was like a horror movie fan, and it just really flopped for me, unfortunately. I ended up giving it a 2-star on Goodreads. It wasn't like anything amazing, and I just didn't really like it, so I ended up giving it a 3. I was gonna give it a a 2-star. I was going to give it a 3, but then when I got on Goodreads and I was going to rate it, I'm like, no, I didn't really like that, so I'm gonna give it a 2-star. So unfortunately, we had a 2-star. So now I actually have to film a little TikTok for work. It's related to the summer I turned pretty, so we'll see how that turns out. But I'm gonna go downstairs, film that TikTok, and I do actually want to start One by One by Ruth Ware. I have it over there, so maybe I'll start that audiobook soon, but I do have to film this TikTok like now, because like I said, I have a meeting in an hour, so that's another hour-long meeting. So after that, it'll be like already 4, and like my work day's almost over, so it's crazy. Time flies. All right, I'll catch you later. Hi friends, so it is a day after Summerween ended, so I wanted to come on here and do a little wrap up. So I'm gonna put on the screen here the graphic for the wrap up for Summerween. I posted on my stories, so I'm looking down on my phone, but like I said, I just wanted to come on here and do a little wrap up. So during the 1 week of Summerween, I read 4.5 books. So the first book I read was The Return, then I read The Only One Left, then The Last House on Needless Street, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, and then I read half of this Wretched Valley. So overall, I read 1,384 pages in 1 week, and the book I liked the most was The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Alrighty, so thank you so much for watching. I'm keeping this short and sweet because I'm actually starting another vlog. I'm going book shopping with some friends, so I have to get that intro ready, and I have to get some books together because we're going to have price books, so I'm getting rid of some books here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining in some way, and yeah, I will see you next time with another video. Bye!